Hello guys, TikTok and YouTube, how are you going today? These scissors are awful. Alright, I'm going to try and do some little bit of work on the leopard gecko. Trying to finish it off actually. Okay. Hi Pearl. How are you? They look so real. Thanks. I'm just going to try adding the last little bits to the leopard gecko. So basically all I need to do is add like the tiny little nails and then it's pretty much done. So there you go. So I'm doing that by using a little bit of latex. 3, 4. And like that, they're a little bit bigger than usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 each. Hi Star, how are you? Five. It's like the tiniest little nail bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1. I'm also good. I'm just trying to finish off the last bits of the leopard gecko. And then that should be right to take some photos and stuff. And hopefully put him in my shop next week. Hopefully. Which way should I do this? So I'm just trying to cut some little nails. They're a lot bigger than what they're going to be, but once they're glued on, I'll give them a bit of a trim. This is so cool. Oh, thank you. I try. I do try. So I need 5 claws each hand. Where did that go? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to glue them on with some super glue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for the follow. Alright. Starting to get a little small. There's no like fast way of doing this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. 2. 3. 'You're making an art doll room guardian. Is that from Anya Balls? That's what she calls them. Yep. No, this is really boring. You're trying to get them done. Okay, we've got 5 more to cut. Bear with me. And then we'll start sticking them on. Where did that go? I have no idea where that landed. There it is. Under the lizard. I'm thinking about making my name Starfall Creations. That sounds all right. One more. Okay. Try to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's in the background? Which one? We've got, this one is a medieval cat. That's Shiranui's tail that I need to style a bit more. That is the Elephant Commission, which I did a bit of sewing during the week for. That one is Shiranui, so the tail belongs to that one. This one is a crystal stag that I'm currently working on. But I'm going to try and concentrate on doing some Halloween dolls. What are these? They're art dolls or fake taxidermy pieces. Oh, your leopard gecko is sitting on your arm. I thought the cat was real. What are these? They're art dolls or fake taxidermy pieces. So this is one of my leopard geckos that I'm currently working on. Basically all I need to do is add the tiny little nails. So I'm going to add big nails and then trim them down once it's all dry. So I'm going to use a bit of super glue for that. Super glue and some latex. So, hello, you're a girl? Okay, as am I. Thanks for the follow. Your name is Viola? You thought it was a real lizard? All right, that's the idea. So I am adding slightly bigger nails to begin with. Oh no, it's stuck. Of course it's stuck. Why wouldn't it be? And then I'll trim them down once get off. Oh, Jesus. That's the issue with tiny little. What I should do, actually, is put some super glue on the ends of the tips first. Get off. You're a leopard frog. 296 likes, thank you. Oh, jeez. That didn't work out too well, did it? So I'm putting on tiny little nails, which I will trim. Oh, thank you. Which I will trim once it's been glued on properly. But I want them to sit right. That's not sitting properly. Where is my pin? Okay. This isn't working properly. I'm just going to get a new one because it's pissing me off. Glue on here. Very annoying. All right, where is this? Get off. Make another pair of tweezers, actually. These ones. Oops, sorry. Sorry for the jiggly. Okay. Ah, thank you. Thanks for the likes. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And just put a couple more on there. Doot. Doot. Okay. You thought it was real? Thanks. Where did that one go? Oh. Let's work with this one then. So I will trim these once the glue's dry. So I like to just put them on slightly bigger. Oh, thank you. Thanks. So yeah, just slightly bigger, and then when it's all dry, I will trim them a little bit. So I want them to be nice and adhered. Okay. Next lot. So I'll just do this, and then I'll do a little bit more work on my vampire cat for Halloween. Vamp cat. So I just need to sort of finish off the sculpting. Come on. Where did that go? Fell down somewhere. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. Do I like cats or dogs? I like them both, but I'm definitely more of a cat person. Oh man, where did that go again? There it is. Definitely more of a cat person. Hence the reason why I make so many cats. I just think they're pretty funny. Get off. You like cats? How can you not? I found anything so frustrating. Sticking these on. Driving me nuts. Okay. Is this actually taxidermy? No, it's just not. It's fakeodermy. I know. I know. I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. I'm holding on for dear life, believe me. It's super glue. Super glue just takes like a minute to tack. And I don't want to wait. Can we talk? Talk about what? Hi, Lele. What you want to talk about? Put a little bit more on. But yeah, thanks for noticing the passions. What's my name? Natalie. Oh, mate, was that a question to me? Okay. One more on the damn hand. Okay. I just gotta wait a minute. You thought it was a real cat? You have no idea? I have no idea. A general question. Okay. Well, it looks chaos at the moment, but trust me. Trust the process. Just needs to super glue needs to set, and then I can give them a little bit of a trim. So I always like to do it a little bit bigger, and then yeah, give it a trim. All right, let's try and do this one a bit faster. Like the chances of that. Always dropping it. Where did it go? Where did it go? Nobody knows. You'll do. All right. Yes, I do make them by hand. So the head it's fakeodermy. So the head's polymer clay, and the feet are also polymer clay, which I sculpt. I then attach a ball and socket armature to it, so it is posable. And then I needle felt the body with like a polyfill, which is like a cushion stuffing is best to describe it. And then, yeah, generally I use fake fur because I normally do furry critters. But in terms of the lizard, I just use cotton fabric, and I basically just add all of the scales one by one with a mixture of Mod Podge and acrylic medium, and yeah, then hand paint the body. But yeah, I've neglected to do lizards over the years, so I've been doing a lot more lizards lately. So I thought the leopard gecko would be good. My next reptile is a, what do you call it? Why are you asking? Am I alone? That's kind of creepy. Why? No, I'm not. So I have a cat here, a real one. It's in here. It's kind of weird. Okay, last foot. So yeah, I painted this one on the live last time and I finished it off during the week. So I've got a shop, creaturesandat.com, where I sell them. So this one will be up next week. And I'm trying to finish a couple of Halloween dolls. Who knows? Maybe. Yeah. So I'm just trying to finish off. The nails are the last bit that I need to do on these. Let's hope not. Is that a real cat? What do you think? Is this real taxidermy? Nah. Fakeodermy. All fake. It's all polymer clay, fabric, fake fur. I don't use any animal products. So I like to create animal things that are as realistic as possible. You have a leopard gecko named Yule. Oh. Ah, thank you. Well, welcome, Murdoch. I'm finishing off my leopard gecko. I just need to fix up this black here because I smudged it, of course. All right, so the claws are on. They will get trimmed once the super glue is set. And yeah, I'll trim them because they're really tiny on the actual animal. So I will trim them, but they're kind of cute. It's like little things like that make it realistic. So I know they're too long at the moment, but I'm using latex. I can sculpt them, but sculpting them makes them quite fragile because they're such a tiny little piece of clay. So I sort of did a couple of experiments to find something that that's not going to break. So latex. I got like a little latex sheet and stick them on and then trim them down. So it seems to work quite well. But yeah, it's the underbelly. So I sanded all the scales so they're nice and flat because that was highly requested. It's fakeodermy. I make fake animals. Fake animals. So yeah. And then I'll just try and got this chopstick sticking out somewhere. Anyway, so I'm just going to just quickly paint. Just clean up my brush. And then what I want to do is I want to try and finish off. I need some more white. This white's no good. It's all dry. I'm just going to launch this because I'm not going to use that. I've got some white here. I know, so do I. I'm going to be sad when it goes to a home. Okay. No, we're not jumping up on the computer, thank you. But she likes to try and sit on top of the computer. And I don't want her up there. No. I don't want her up there. Get out. She's cold today. No problem. Thanks for stopping by. All right, so I'm just going to give this a quick paint over. And then I'll leave this to dry. And then, yeah, that should be good to go. She's sulking now on the floor. As they do. She was nice and warm in a cat cave. I don't know why she would have came out. Beyond me. Okay. I think that's looking swell. All right, there's our little gecko. Here we go. I think these are pretty much tacked off now. So, then a little trim. Oops, of course I put my finger in it. High L, capital I, L. All right, so tiny surgery. Teeny tiny surgery. So we've done this one here. All right, now it would be helpful if I had some sharp pointy scissors, but I don't. I've just got these scissors that are going on strong for the last 10, 15 years. Hi. You are counting? Counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tiny. Does that look good? Okay. Looks a bit better. Talented. Oh, thank you. All right. Line everywhere. All right. See, just tiny little nails. They're much better once they're chopped up. So this is latex, if anyone's new here. These are latex nails that I just did. And I'm just giving them a bit of a trim. Is it too big at the moment? We want realistic nails. Okay. You thought it was a live for a second. Hey, I don't know. I've never had a leopard gecko before. Do you need to cut the nails? I don't think so. Just casual live of trimming leopard gecko nails. I mean, it's a pretty patient leopard gecko, hey. And a tiny little bit here. How much is that baby in the window? So he'll be $530 US plus the shipping, but I do offer payment plans as well. And US shipping just got reinstated, so so we're back on. So your little toes, look how realistic they are. Cute. And like when I sculpted these, they're cosplay, so they're slightly. Is the cat for sale. Yes, the cat is also looking for a home. $5.80. That looks so realistic. Oh, thank you. $5.80. They're both $5.80. Most of my things are $5.80 unless they're like very specific. So I do things like movable jaws, and the cat's also $5.80. But it comes with something special. I'll show you. Kitty cat comes with special poopy props. I am making an elephant as a commission. I haven't finished it. I've got 2 more things to sew on it, and then yeah. Is it real? No, it's not real. It's polymer clay. Polymer clay, and this is cotton fabric, so it's slightly soft. And yeah. He's available in my shop, creaturesandnat.com. And yes, like I said, I do offer payment plans as well. So I'm generally really flexible with that because I know they're not the cheapest things in the world. So if anybody's looking for Christmas, now is payment plan central. It's probably the easiest time to start. But yeah, I basically, you dictate when and how much each payment is, and yeah, send you an invoice through PayPal, and yeah, I'm pretty flexible with that side of things. Where are we here? I know what you mean. Seems to be a thing. So am I. Oh my god, I want to cut this bit off. Cut. Alright. Cut this here. This is like so difficult when it's such a tiny little piece. Apologies. Let's just put that all over there. Where are we? That one. This one here. And I think this one's not bad actually. So give that a bit of a trim. Anyway. Alright. Look at the tiny paws. Oh, cute. Tiny little nails. Bleep. And yeah, like I said, not fragile. Just chop that little bit off here, I think. So, got these back ones to do. Okay. That. Cat in the background, being silly. Okay, question. I'm wondering if anyone can copy about credit. What do you mean credit? The cat looks so real. Thank you. It's better look. Meow. How do I make those? A lot of time and patience and practice, I guess. I have a YouTube where I have pretty much all my dolls for the last 10 years as tutorial, so you can check that out if you're interested. I also have tutorials in my shop if you need a little bit more, a little extra. Okay. Those look so real. It's taxidermy, not real. Bug-free taxidermy. No maintenance required. Should call it no maintenance taxidermy. No maintenance taxidermy. Is it taxidermy? Nope. Fakeodermy. I don't use any animal products, so it's really more of a sculpture than taxidermy. Okay. Got trim that. I can't get this bit here. Cut. Cut, damn you. One more. Okay. All right, there we go. Tiny little nails for a tiny little gecko. Oops. There we go. All right, so let's clean this up a little bit. Because I'm going to do just a tiny bit of work on this vamp cat. All right. Let's put the poopy props away. And yes, so I did a bit of work yesterday because I'm trying to get some, what do you call it? Halloween dolls ready. So this one's pretty much ready to go, I reckon. So next week, this will be available next week. The leopard gecko. Very fun. For the cat, which texture did you... Oops. Which texture of fur did you use? This, you mean? It's fake fur, which I trimmed. If that makes it. Does that answer your question? Hi, Halloween King. That paint job on the gecko turned out so good. Thank you. Thanks. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I left this overnight just so I can come back to it and see if I'm actually happy with it. What am I looking for? My silicone tool. Messages. How much is the leopard gecko? So it's going to be $5.80 plus the shipping US. And I do offer payment plans. So if you want to know how they work, just let me know. I'm pretty flexible with them. Basically let you dictate when and how much each payment you'd like to do. So I'm fairly flexible. But yeah, this one's going to be my little Halloween, one of my Halloween dolls. It's going to be a vampire cat. It's so cute. It's an art doll. So where is my needle tool? So I make art dolls basically. So this one's going to be a solid black cat. And I was going to, hopefully it fits, I'll show you. Did you finish the lions? Yes, I did. They are up in my shop. To this one, it's going to be a black one. So I'm wanting to, actually, I got a coffin, right? And I'm wanting to actually, it's going to be like a vampire cat. So I'm hoping it fits in here, which I think it will. I think it'll be really cool. So that's cool. I think it's going to fit. That's going to be really cool. Are they real animals? No. It's all fake. They're kind of creepy. I've only just started getting into the Halloween dolls. So I purposely sculpted this one really small, like a Dracula cat. Catula? Count Catula? Let's call it Count Catula. Count Catula. So yeah, it's based on off an Oriental. And yeah, I was really hoping it would fit in here, which I think it will. So when I finish the doll, it'll sort of sit in here. But yes, I'm glad that fits. So I'm going to make him really slender as well. So kind of like a Sphinx, but an Oriental. Is the cat real? No, it started off like this, polymer clay piece. So for the inside of this coffin, I've got some velvet fabric, which I'm going to put on the inside. I haven't decided what sort of decorations to do on the coffin yet, but yeah, I'm just glad that fits. I don't know whether I'm thinking I'm going to do it black with like a silver coating over it. But yeah, what I'm thinking, I don't know whether to do it or not. I was going to add some Sculpey Original to the inside of the ears, but it's going to be a black cat, so yeah, I'm not sure. Black. I mean, probably. I probably should. It makes it more realistic. Do it. Okay. All right, I'll do it. It won't take long. So I think it just makes it more realistic. So I'm going to use Sculpey Original, Super Sculpey, sorry. And what I'm going to do, I've got a little piece. I have to sculpt some feet for it too. So that should be enough. I think my cat fell off the tree. Let me have a look. I don't know where she went. It sounded like she fell off a tree. Thank you for the follow. All right, so this is Sculpey, Super Sculpey, which is like a beigey coloured one. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my pasta roller. Remove this guy for a second. You had a leopard gecko. She had regrown the tail and it did not have the bumps on it. Oh, there you go. All right. So I'm just going to run this through the pasta roller. I'll do it thick first. Now, if you need to condition a polymer clay when you work with it. So sometimes the hardest polymer clays are harder to condition, obviously. And you can just use a pasta roller to condition it. It's super easy. And yeah, just if your fingers aren't that strong, then you can just use the pasta roller. So that's a little tip. Just going to bring that in again and start rolling it through. So I'm going to roll this through really thin so I can put it on the inside of the ears. I might try and smash out some paws as well. Try and get them done as fast as I can, because sculpting paws is kind of boring. All right, now I'm just going to make this thinner, super thin. It's not the thinnest you can do, but it's about a 7. And you can just get the pasta rollers off like eBay or something. That cat is constipated. But yeah, they're really handy if you want, you know, to condition something, and it's easier. So, okay, just running it through. Probably do one more pass. I want thick, and then I want to add the inside of the ears as well. So, all like it's like a piece of skin. All right. So what? I've got the Photoshop. Imaging the Photoshop. Okay, there. I want to put this little bit in here. So I'm going to do that and use my little blade to cut it off. Oops. I'm super happy with the way this one turned out too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, maybe I'll just use my silicone tool. I'm going to put this in here. I've got a ball tool as well, and sort of flatten it down a little bit, and like that. Doesn't matter if I go over, because I'm going to cover it in fake fur anyway. Now I've got my little spoon tool that I use a lot. Just clean that up. Don't want any colours on there. So I've put some Super Sculpey in there. And I'm just going to sort of blend it out a little bit. So it's not a big deal about going overboard too far with this, because once this is baked, I'm going to paint it all black because it is a black cat. Good. I just did the little claws, so all I need to do now is take some photos, and then should be up in my shop tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. Getting ahead of myself there. All right. So just smooth that out a little bit. But yes, I will paint the head black once it's been baked, just because it is going to be a black cat. So when you have white, the white tends to show through quite easily. So when you paint it black, you don't have that white show through. All right. Okay, just blend it in. I think that just makes it a bit more realistic, don't you think? Thank you. Okay. And then the inside of the ears. Just gonna put a little bit in here. And that weird little ear thing that I got going on there. Okay. And I'll probably paint that a little bit black. And I'm just going to chop that off here. Chop that off there. Cat stomping around. All right. Your cat is mad. Mad cat. Mad cat disease. Okay. We're getting there. And then I'm just going to add my cat's got the zoomies. I'm just going to add a little bit of detailing work into the ear. So about here. Then I'm going to use my silicone tool to sort of blend that in a little bit. Is that cat real? Does it look real? No, it is not. Clean that off. Got white clay on it. All right, so I'm just going to blend into the ear. My silicone tool. Try and get in there. Bit of an awkward angle. See, sort of starts adding some little dimension into the ear here. Hey, I can't see your name. Ale. Ale? I get so many people saying, do you remember me? And I have a terrible memory. I have a terrible memory of anyone. I always get made fun of. Ale, did you change your name? I don't remember the name Ale. You were in my life before? Ale? So terrible. I mean, everybody asked if the cat was real. People come in and say, is that cat real? And then leave. I'm sorry. I do have other dolls to work on, but I think I'm running out of time to do Halloween dolls, so I'm trying to at least get some sculpting done. I want to do another one. I wanted to do two. I wanted to do a hellhound. I have a good idea. But yeah, whether I get to do it or not. You would have had an underwater... Oh, yeah, okay. The white and black one. And I'm going to add a little bit to up here. Bye. Okay. So I'm just using my silicone tool to sort of shape this little crease in here. Okay. Sorry. Thanks for the follow. Is it real taxidermy? No, it's fake. We just saw. Message. All right. So it's the inside of that ear with the little bit of Super Sculpey compared to that one, which is just. So I think that adds a little bit more realism. I think anyway. Okay, let's just make that a little bit more concave. Okay, I think that's looking good. Cute. I think it's cute. Now, try and pick a clean patch. Let's try that. All right, chop that off. I did finish the leopard gecko. Whoops, poor kitty. Yes, I did. So I just finished the little nails now. So here we go. So I'll take some photos at some point during the week, and then hoping to have them up next week, maybe, hopefully. I should say. All right. I'm going to place this in here. Made a crack. Okay. You missed it. That's okay. I'm sure I'll do more reptiles. Okay, just going to cut these off. This blade is the bluntest thing I've ever come across, so don't worry about that. I'm surprised it even cuts clay. It is that blunt. All right. All right. Angie, vampire cat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one. I wanted to finish the other dolls, and I'm still trying to work on that commission as well. The elephant one. But I do want to try and get these done before Halloween this time. I always seem to miss it. Oh, hang on. No. Go. Sorry. So I will try and do some paws as well, just so I can get the sculpting done. For the hellhound, I'm not confident that I'll have that finished in time. I can sure as hell try. But I want to put LEDs in that one. I've got a little LED pack. So I wanted that to sort of light up a little bit on the sides. So yeah, I have an idea of what I want to do for that one. I did make some eyes yesterday. I don't know if they stuck, but I'll have to have a look. Okay. So I will just finish this ear. And then I reckon this should be good to go in terms of baking. Little vamp cat. Okay. Getting there. And just smooth it around the side. I went and had a look at, see if I could find anything to decorate the coffin. Or like try and get some ideas on how I want to do the coffin. I'm not sure. I don't want to do like a cross or anything on it because I don't believe in that. But I want to make it funny, kind of funny. I want it to be a little bit of humor to it. And I'm going to make like a Dracula cape as well. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I could do like a cat bat. I don't know. Just have to see. I want to make it somewhat comical. Why is the cat giving the death stare? It's in the middle of doing a poop. Oh, speak of the devil. Sit here. If you... No. Okay. Just going to spectate. Oh, sorry for the view. They've got no shame. This is why I made a pooping cat. This one, as soon as there's anyone in the bathroom, poo-poo. Instant poo-poo. Ugh. She's rude. No, I don't want you on that computer. No. You sit here. There. You can have the pizza. All right, so I'm just going to roll up some little probably chop that off and stick that one in there. So I need to try and make it symmetrical. Where are we? This one. So because these ears are quite thin, I just need some support when I'm trying to combine it. And then it's my silicone tool. And this silicone tool is like the best thing I've ever gotten. It's so handy. All right. That's one. Another one in here. Does it match? Yep. Silicone tool. use this one. Now I'm going to make this cat quite slender as well, long and slender, like a really true Oriental. Are they taxidermy or made yourself? So I'm working on one right now. That's what they start off as, a piece of polymer clay. And then I use fake fur or cotton fabric in terms of the leopard gecko. So I don't use any animal products for anything. I used to use, if I would do a bird, I used to use feathers, but I'm going to try a different method because I don't want to use any animal products. I want to make it. I want to make it as realistic as possible. Just a little bit more in there. Bit of white showing through. All right. And then we want a little piece up the top. The cat is so cute. Thank you. No, they're all fake. All right, and then a little bit here, just to make that have a little bit more dimension. Okay. Oh, it's so cute. You scared me for a sec. A red-tailed black. Yeah, I know, it would be cool. I know I need to get into making a bit more birds. I'm being a bit slack on the birds. What's my Instagram? Same name, Creatures and That. All my links can be found in my description. I think there's a little links page that I have all my social media links to, and in my shop as well. So all the links are in there. Just like a little landing page that has all the links to my stuff. Got a YouTube as well with like 10 years worth of tutorials on there as well. I just uploaded a tutorial on how I made Poopy Cat too, so check that out. It doesn't get a whole lot of views on there. It just doesn't get pushed. So it would be really nice to check that out. Get some more views on it. I've got a whole like backup of videos that I need to finish. I've got so many videos that I need to finish. I just don't have the time. You know, doing a voiceover and stuff as well. I'm getting there. I've got 2 that I've done the voiceovers for. I just need to edit the whole thing. Okay. All right. Oh, it's so cute. That's going to be the best vamp cat ever. Okay. Clean up everything so it's all ready to go. Clean up in there, even though that's going to be covered in hair. All right. I think that's looking good. Now, because I'm covering this in fake fur, I tend not to smooth it out like you normally would a sculpture. So I don't go overboard with, you know, just some of the nooks and crannies, I guess. This is all going to be covered in fake fur, so there's no need to go overboard with that. It's just parts like inside the ear that's obviously going to be visible that just need a bit more cleaning up. But this looks pretty good because I did it in that one piece, so it's cleans up pretty well. So this is ready to be baked. I will be adding some fur in here just for those little like whisker bits in there. But yeah, I reckon that's about done. I might just pinch the ends of that a little bit so they're a bit more pointy. And yeah, I will be painting that in black as well. So There we go. Cute. All right, let's make some paws. So for the paws, what I like to do is paws are really easy. I've got some polymer clay. So the white polymer clay that I like to use is called Sculpey Original, and it is quite soft. And a lot of people don't like soft clays, but I really like working with softer clays. Hence why I use Sculpey Original. The beige coloured Sculpey, Super Sculpey, this one is a little bit firmer. I know people like to work with that a bit more than Sculpey Original. They don't like the stickiness, I guess, but I like to use soft clays. All right, so for the feet, these are going to be quite small. I've made so many cat feet in my time, so just need to quickly condition it. This is why I like to use soft clay. Quickly condition it, and then I can quickly show you one, but I like to separate, because these are going to be quite small. I like to separate parts, equal parts, and just do a little bit of prep work before I can start sculpting, because it makes it so much easier to get everything done all at once, and it keeps the sizing roughly the same. So there's no guessing how much clay you used. That one's a little bit big. So these ones are small. So we're starting off with small pieces of clay. This is going to be the base of the foot. And I will add toe beans, obviously. So it's still a little bit much. So these will be our base for our feet. And then for the toes, we want equal sizes for each toe. And that just helps to be able to put it all together really quickly. I should actually get a picture of Oriental cat feet, toes, toe beans. Should be all right. They're pretty stock standard feet. Anyway, okay. So just get rid of that. 2. I reckon we need a little bit more on this one. 2, 3. And, once you've done this a number of times, you can eyeball it and, don't even have to look at reference images or anything. 1. So we'll see how many I can get done. Hopefully I can get them all done. I can generally sculpt them in a couple of minutes, start to finish. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah. 1. And yeah, this just helps a lot with doing prep work. Makes things go faster, I find. So, and one more. So yes, this cat is quite small, so we're trying to keep them small. All right, so basically we've got our ball. Make sure it's smooth, and then we flatten it out. Flatten it out, and I'm going to get a little bit of armature. So I know where the armature is going to sit, and then we can start shaping it. Okay. Then we get our other balls, shape it into a rough knuckle, really rough cat knuckle. I start with the middle ones, stick it on, pinch. one knuckle. Next one, roll it out, pinch it down. So second knuckle. Roughly shape it. Okay, the side ones, same deal. Another one, except with the side knuckles, I sort of tend to move it to one side. So whatever side we're going to be attaching that side one to, and then blend it in. Okay, getting there. Last one. And I'm going to pull it that way because we want it here. All right. And I'm just going to blend in these little joins here. So we've got a little cat paw coming together. Again, I'm going to get this, stick it in. And I've got my little loop tool that I like to sort of carve out a little bit of a indentation. And that will help with when I add the fake fur as well. It'll help with definition with that. I can stick it in there and basically sculpt a little bit out. So I'm just pushing this up to create a little bit more of a knuckle. All right, so that's one part of the cat paw. And then for our toe beans, again, we'll get equal parts. So I'll be using the same clay as the ears. And then one's a bit too big. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little bit bigger, and I'm going to create like that first paw pad by pinching a triangle, flattening it. Oh. Pinch a triangle, sort of curve the ends on it. Like that. And then I've got my silicone tool, create these little, whatever you call them, little indentations, and then you stick that on there. Okay. That, get our toe beans, flatten it. Toe bean one. I think this toe bean's a little big. Toe bean 2. Three. Might redo this toe beam, it's a bit small. Grab a little bit more clay and stick that on. Okay, so that's pretty much one paw pad ready to go. So really quick, and we will open that a little bit more. So it's one. So that'll be one little toe, like so. Oh, cute. Okay. Yeah. Let's try and do it again. Again. One. I generally try and do this as fast as I can because there's 4 paws to make. Been working on your Pegasus diamond painting, ordered a lighter pen, and interesting. You've been working on it now while watching the stream. I should make another Pegasus. I haven't done one in a long time. I mean, I got so many things on the list. Now, don't go too overboard with smoothing things out on these either. Again, I'm going to be covering it in fur, so that's why I don't go overboard on it. Okay, maybe I'll do all the feet at once. How about that? What am I doing? I'm sculpting some cat paws for my vampire cat art doll. So there. So we're sculpting some cat feet. I generally can get them done pretty quickly. So this is the third one. Yeah, I'm using Sculpey Original, which is a polymer clay. It's on the softer side of the polymer clays, just because I like using soft clays. That's all there is to it. Okay. Okay. Last toe for this one. Blend it in. That. That was an interesting landing. All right, last foot, and then we can add the toe beans. And then maybe, I mean, I've got a lot of things to work on. But I've got my Japanese dragon that I haven't finished sculpting as well. Just to add some more. Also been working on my blind box dolls and grading. Oh, cool. Which ones do you have? I've got a few. Oh my god, drawing a blank. I can't remember what they're bloody called. Hello. Dude, that's a weird question. Bit creepy, dude. Am I alone? That's totally creepy. Why do you want to know? Totes not creep. I thought it was weird when you came in and said you're a girl called Viola. Who is with you? Why do you want to know? It could be anyone. It's like, feels like I know what you did last summer. I'm in the house. My mum? I don't live with my mum, mate. I'm a bit old for that. I am? You are a dad? And a brother? Toad's not creepy at all. You've got a lot of mermaid ones. Oh, skull panda, sorry. They're the ones that I got, skull pandas. Some. I don't have many, but I got some skull pandas. Got a rotting cat here. Alright. So we've got the paw pad that we got going on here. And so I'll just roll out some little toe beans. Thank you for the likes. Too much too much. Okay, we do a big one for that, and a big one for that. Okay, yeah. One. I like these cats, they honk and stand me up. I know. Wow. I have had a Siamese before. Okay, that is 1 foot. One, two. Okay, round those edges a little bit. And there. Tie up. Okay. Toe beam. Maybe I can have a look at we'll see. What can do next? I can have a look at how are we going to decorate the coffin for Catula. Count Catula. I can sculpt like an upside down cat. I feel like, I don't know, it might be, I don't think I'd be able to charge enough for it. The amount of time that's going to take, don't know. I'll have a look. Alright, they are the paws. So these are ready for baking. Count Catula. Make sure we're 110%. Good to go. Okay. Catula. With Catula feet. Meow. That's going to look cute. Yep. Okay, that's ready to go. Now, I don't know whether I should do some work on the dragon, or we can have a look at our Catula's cool name. Our maybe I'll do this at another time. It's like a big space. Requires a big space. All right, so maybe a dragon. So the dragon, I had some ears. Well, what else can I do? I really should try and do the Halloween things, to be honest. Oh, actually, dragon. So I made some eyes. I don't know if they stuck. I think they did. Yes. So these eyes I painted to have for the hellhound. So maybe I'm just going to cut them out. Because I didn't want any pupils in it. Okay. Ooh, they're cool. When you cut them away individually, they look pretty cool. Okay, so these are going to be hellhound eyes. They're looking pretty cool. Alright, so that's ready for sculpting. I'm not going to start that now. Now, actually, I found these little jewelry pieces. I thought maybe that would look pretty cool. Or what I can do is maybe put some... I'm going to do the inside box with some velvet. So I've got these little filigree type things. I thought I wanted to put them on the corners here. And then I think that would look pretty cool. And I could just move the little gecko. I think that would look pretty cool. And then I could do like a... See, I don't know. Love the coffin box. Yeah. I'm just not sure how to design it. I don't know. This one's cool. And then I could do like something down here around the outside. I think that would look cool. I haven't done a doll with like a box before. What am I doing? So I'm trying to do some Halloween. I make art dolls. So I have just finished sculpting some parts to make a vampire cat, Count Catula. So that's what we're going for. So he's going to come with like, I'm going to make a little Dracula cape as well. So, and I wanted him to go inside this box, like a little coffin box. So I'm trying to sort of come up with a design for the coffin box. And I've had this coffin for ages, but I haven't decided what I wanted to do with it. So this one fits right in nicely. It's going to be like, it's going to fit in nicely. So you can, so whoever buys it can display it in the coffin box. I think that'll look super cute. I like it. But yeah, and I just sculpted some little paws, so they're ready to be baked. So I'll bake those today. But yeah, I think I'm going to put these on. I think that'll look cool. And then I'm wanting to, I don't know if I should do it. Should I, you know what I should do actually? I should paint it first. So I should do like I'm thinking like a realistic timber. I was thinking either black or realistic timber. I don't know. What do we reckon? So if I was going to do it black, I was going to like brush over the patterns in like a what do you call it? A pewter? I don't know. Or I can do a timber box and do brush over with like brass or something. So I'm not sure. So the brass would be this sort of colour. Where's the other one? There it is. So before I attach these, I could I reckon a timber box will look good. Let's do the brown, and then I can always come back to it. So I'm going to take this off. And brown. So brown. Got this brown. What's this one? Raw umber. It's not the one. Timber and brass. Yeah, I reckon timber and brass. We don't want that brown. We want a darker brown. We want burnt umber. That's what we want. I don't think I have much of this left. Excuse me. All right. What are we working on today? So I finished my leopard gecko. Finished. So we finished that today. I'm trying to do a little bit of work on some Halloween things. I did a bit of sewing during the week on the elephant, but I'm making Count Catula. Cat Dracula. Vampire cat, whatever. So I just finished sculpting that. And I want to quickly brush this coffin box so that the cat will go in the coffin, basically. You know. Okay. So now I have done this one before. So to get like a wood grain, I basically just go back and forth. Oops. Some water. And it creates kind of like a wood grain. But you have to like go back and forth with a little bit of watered down, some watered down paint. Just cut that and let that go. Hello again. Stop asking me if I'm alone if you're coming back. Okay. I went for quite a dark timber grain on this too. Okay. So we want it streaky. A little bit of water. not on there. Wipe that off. Yeah. So you can sort of see how it's starting to take a little bit of a graininess to it. So that's what we want. I used to do this quite a lot a number of years ago now to create like a fake wood grain, because I used to do like fake plaques, animal plaques, and yeah, I used to use like an MDF plaque and just like do some fake timber grain. Let's be positive. What's bad? Whoops. Get out of here, Logan. Once it starts drying, you get a better sense of the grain, and because it's already like a timber, even though it's a I don't even know what type of timber this is, a cheap timber, it still has a grain in it, and so I'm just trying to accentuate the grain, basically. So we're starting to get some grain. Thank you. A spider would be cool. I know I do want. I want to make a orange knee tarantula. I will get around to it. I will get there. So, yeah, just basically the key is just trying to keep a straight line to get the straight grain. And I'm sort of pressing quite hard so it picks up some of the paint as well. And sort of creates like an uneven grain. So you can tell when you've gone off angle, and you can just sort of fix it while the paint's still wet. And I'm using kind of a coarse brush as well. And just, pressing hard. Oops, sorry, kitty. Trying to feather the edges out. All right. So that's kind of a wood grain. Still a little bit wet, but that's a little idea of how you get the wood grain. Okay, so let's do maybe this side. Get some water in here. I'm a really sleepy cat. I do have one sleepy cat, like a real one here. It's just full of cats around here. Full of cats. just hold this here so I can be a little bit more difficult because of the hinges. I don't want to paint over the hinge. So I'll just do this for now. Just get the paint on there. And then you just want to be careful of going over the side and having like a bit of spillover. Got my seat back. So, I mean, you can always clean up these hinges as well later on. So I'm just going to go past the hinge. This timber seems to soak it up quite a lot. Just going to do a little bit on the edges because the edges seem to need a little bit more coaxing to soak that up. Okay. Your steals your bed. Well, of course they do, right? They're not nice at all. I found they need 2 coats. I'm probably going to stick to the one just because I want that like a fake wood grain to come through. I want it quite grainy, so I generally stick to 1 coat just because I want it really grainy. And I find that works the best with the 1 coat. So I'm trying to still pick up some paint that's going on there. Just go around the hinge. And then pull it down. I know, they are sassy, aren't they? If they were people, we would not have them in our lives. That's my belief. They'd be like the most toxic person ever. For real. 100%. They're the worst. It's the time, 2 o'clock. All right, I'll just finish this side. And then maybe we can continue this. Or something. Tomorrow. It's turning out pretty good. They are cute, and they know it. That's the problem. They know they're cute. So it sort of works better when you have the paint a little bit more watered down as well. Just get in here and then I'll drag it down. So by dragging it down, you're sort of causing it to pull at the edges, and I find that's what makes the grain. yeah, it's looking good. All right. Well, I need to jump off, but tomorrow, in the meantime, I'll bake Count Catula. I'll bake Count Catula, so we bake tomorrow, and then we can like start painting it, or attaching the armature to it. So I'll do that today. That'll be ready to paint tomorrow, so that's cool. I did order the fake fur for that one, so I'm just waiting for it in the mail. It'll come. And then, yeah, maybe we'll finish off doing some more work on the coffin. I want something in the middle. I haven't decided. I don't know. I don't know what to do yet. We'll get there. And then, yeah, on the inside of the coffin, what I'm going to do is some red velvet fabric, and then this guy can go in there. So, yes, all right. Well, that's the plan anyway. Okay, thank you for joining me. I will post more videos, and YouTube, I'll catch you. I'll be on again tomorrow about 12:30 my time-ish. Okay, YouTube, I'll catch you.